Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is Arcadia #1 from Inaki Miranda and Roy Miranda, illustrated by Inaki Miranda, colored by Ava De La Cruz, and lettering by Dave Sharp. So, for those who might not be totally familiar with the Miranda brothers, they did a comic a while ago called We Live. That was put out by Aftershock, and I absolutely loved the first volume of We Live. I thought it was one of the best of the year. It was like an emotional gut punch every single issue, to the point where I was like tearing up, holding back, fully blubbering and crying. So I've been kind of looking for. I mean, they've done some comics since, and art tends to have been amazing with the stuff they do, but none of them really hit that like emotional punch like We Live. Arcadia #1 is maybe the closest getting to it. It's a really interesting sci-fi concept, and by the end of it, it's starting to kind of hit of being like, all right, they're kind of going for a little bit of the emotional, tugs a little bit. So the basic story is there's a group. So humanity is gone. Clearly, there was like a war or something, and humanity's completely gone. So this follows up about kind of the after beings of humanity. They're kind of like, I don't know how to describe them. I don't know if they call them like androids or like synths or whatever, but they don't age. They're just kind of born. They've got this thing in their head that has like all their memories, and they eventually just kind of like die out. Like they just fall apart or like age or whatever you want to call it. Not age and like we age, but just time goes on and they just kind of like end. So their thing is like, why do they exist? Like, what's their point? Like that seems to be the underlying aspect of all of this. Is like, where do they come from? What's their history and where are they going? Like, why do they exist? Like, what is their purpose? And we get some teases of that. It's really subtle to start, but by the end, I think it gets much clearer as to this purpose and where it's all going. And it's gonna be really interesting to see where the comic takes us. It's very sci-fi. It's clearly very philosophical in some ways. This isn't one that's like full of action and excitement and all that. Like there's some of that, but it's just really more of like the post-apocalyptic, how does society move on, except it's not humanity, it's what we leave afterwards. I think it said it's like 200 years after humanity is gone. So it's interesting. It's like on the description it says those who remain were born out of conflict, awakening in giant silos, unaware of their origins, but still fueled by the imperative to survive. A brave few continue to help them, even as they must maintain their own survival in a landscape with few resources left. Here begins their story. And then the other, I thought there was this: nature started to reclaim Earth, but the scars of history are still everywhere. I think this is there's something to this, and I think it's gonna be a really interesting series going forward. Like, what is our legacy? Like, what do we leave, and what will we leave when humanity is eventually gone? And that seems to be what this is getting at, and what this is going to explore. And to me, that's going to be really interesting. The yeah, it's intriguing. I'm looking forward to it. I think there's a lot of potential with this. There's some really cool images in here, really cool imagery and concepts. And at first, it doesn't make a lot of sense, and you're gonna kind of sit there and go, "What the hell is going on?" And like, what is this world and things and all? And it teases. This is not one that necessarily like lays it out really clearly, really easily. There's a lot of hints and teases as to what's going on, and it forces you to kind of connect the dots. But the connect the dots is part of the journey. So, much like the characters in this are trying to connect the dots. I like it. Like it's a really interesting start and really interesting series, and I'm excited to see where it goes. So, yeah, this might be a little bit more return to form for the Miranda brothers, more like We Live than anything else. So. Knock on wood, here's hope for that, because We Live was freaking great. That first volume is some of the best comics that's been put out in like the last decade or two. You can go get this. This is out in shops. We got a link beneath our video. Put in your zip code to tell the comic shops near you. No shop, no problem. We got some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so do get a small percentage. By doing that, you help support our site. So thank you. Just watching our video support us as always, so thank you as well. If you're into comics, check us out every day at graphicpolicy.com. And of course, we're on Facebook, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.